I served in the government for a long time. I served both parties as a Foreign Service officer, and I find it dismaying and objectionable that President Trump continues to deny the undeniable fact that Russia launched a major cyber attack against the United States, regardless of what party he launched it against. He's done the same thing in Europe very systematically, and yet in response to that, President Trump has refused to launch an investigation of his own. He's not made this an issue in our relationship with the Russians. He's taken no steps, at least that I'm aware of, with the Congress and state and local governments to strengthen our voting systems from future Russian hacking of our midterm elections in 2018 and of the next presidential election in 2020. There's no indication he's asked his senior cabinet officials to develop a plan to protect the United States and to deter the Russians. And his failure to act, and I'm a former U.S. ambassador to NATO, I was President George W. Bush's ambassador, we have a political responsibility in NATO to protect each other, not just from armed conventional attacks, but from cyber attacks as well. That's a clear failure. I've worked for both parties. It's inconceivable to me that any of President Trump's predecessors would deny the gravity of such an open attack on our democratic system. I don't believe any previous American president would argue that your own hearings in the Senate are a waste of time, or in the words of President Trump, a witch hunt. They're not. You're doing your duty that the people elected you to do. It is his duty, President Trump's, to be skeptical of Russia. It's his duty to investigate and defend our country against a cyber offensive, because Russia is our most dangerous adversary in the world today. And if he continues to refuse to act, it's a dereliction of the basic duty to defend the country.